Hello Internet, Parag Dhawan here. We are solving exercise on strings and dictionary, day 6 part 2 of Kaggle 30-day machine learning challenge. In the first cell, we will set up the environment for checking our code execution whether it is correct or not. 0th question, where we have to guess the length of the string and check whether it is correct or not. So first string A, it is an empty string. When you apply length function on A, this will return 0, that will be stored in length variable. When we print length of the string, it will print 0 on the user screen. Q0 object will check our answer and it will display whether it is correct or not. Click on the cell and run the cell. See, length of the string is 0 and our answer is correct. Second string B, it's okay. Total character present inside the string are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So when you find length of B, it will return 7. That will be stored in length variable and we print length variable on the user screen. If we check our solution, this will display correct. Length of the string is 7 and solution provided by us is correct. Moving to the next string, C. In this string, you are using single quotes for representation of string. In between this string, you have a single quote. To escape that single quote, to indicate that it is not the ending of the string, we use escape character backslash. So this backslash will not be treated as a character. So length of the string will be IT2, 3 for single quote, 4 for S, 5 for space, 6 for O and 7 for K. So when you find length of C, it will return 7. 7 will be stored in length variable. We will print length. 7 will be displayed on the user screen. Q0 object will check our answer and display whether it is correct or not. Click on the cell, run the cell. You can see it displays 7 means our answer provided is correct. Last, next question. D, it is a multi-line string represented by starting triple quotes and ending triple quotes. It contains a string HEY. Length of the string will be 3. So when you are applying length function on object D, it will return 3. That will be stored in length variable. When we print length variable, 3 will be printed on the user screen. Q0 object will check our solution. Click on the cell and run the cell. You can see output is 3 and our solution is correct. Next question. E is equal to backslash of n. Backslash of n is treated as a single character, which is new line. When you find out length of variable E, it will return a value 1 stored in length variable. Print length. 1 will be printed on the user screen. Q0.E will check our solution 1 and it is correct. Next question. Here we have to check whether the zip code provided by the user inside a string is correct or not. Constraints are length of the zip code should be of 5 characters and each character of the zip code should be a integer. So def is valid zip code is a function. Inside opening and closing parentheses, we are receiving a parameter as argument zip code, which is a string to be checked. Docstring return whether the input string is a valid 5-digit zip code. What we are returning whether length of zip code is equivalent to 5, first condition, whether the length of the string provided is equivalent to 5, and zip code dot is digit. Zip code is a string object. For the string object, we are checking whether each of the character is digit or not. This will return a true if all the characters are digit, otherwise it will return a false. When these two conditions satisfied, both are true, then only is valid zip code will return a true value. Click on the cell to check our solution. It is correct. Moving to the next question. Here We have a doc list and a keyword. Doc list contains documents which are strings, and we have to find out whether a given keyword are present in those list of strings or not. So understanding the question again, take a list of documents. Each document is a string. This is the first argument. Second argument is a keyword. What we have to return? We have to return a list of index values. So we will return indices in the original list of all the documents containing the keyword. See the example. Here doc list contains strings. The Learn Python Challenge Casino. They bought a car, Casino Villa. We are calling word search function on doc list, and we are providing keyword casino. So casino was present in the first string. It was not present in the second string and third string. So index return by word search function was 0. Note here, Casino Villa is not equivalent to casino, and uppercase and lowercase characters matching is allowed, means it is not case sensitive. For achieving this, we are using indices list, which will return the indexes of the strings inside the document list which contain the given word. We are iterating over the doc list. While iterating over the doc list, we are using enumerate function. Enumerate function returns the index as well as element of doc list. So if we are iterating over the first time, it will return 0 and the first string. If we are iterating over the second time, it will return 2 and the second string, so on till the last string. Means we have index and the string. What we are doing, we are converting the string into a list of words using string.split function. So by using split function, we are dividing the string into words and storing it in a list token. For the token, we are removing any dot or comma, then we are converting into lowercase for each token in tokens. So token is a list. For every token present in the token list, we are removing dot and comma and converting it into lowercase. So this will create a new list, which is a normalized word of the words present in token. Up till here, what we have done, we have an index and we have normalized word inside the string using inside normalized list. What we will do, we will convert our keyword into lowercase, and using in operator, we check whether the keyword is present inside the word list or not. If it is present inside the word list, we append the index. Here index, if it is present in the 0th string, 0 will be stored. If it is present in the first string, 1 will be stored, so on. In the last, we are returning index list. Click on the cell and run the cell to check whether we have provided correct solution or not. It is correct. It is displayed on the user screen. Moving to the next question. Define multiple word search function which is receiving a doc list and multiple keywords. So instead of using a single keyword, we are using multiple keywords and finding out the indexes of the document list which contains those keywords. Takes a list of document, each document is a string, and a list of keywords. Return a dictionary where each key is a keyword and the value is list of indices from the dictionary of the document containing that keyword. So doc list contains 3 documents, each of them is a string. The Learn Python Challenge Casino, they bought a car and casino, and Casino Villa. Keyword received are casino and they. When you run multi-word search on doc list and keyword, each keyword is used as a key. So casino was used as a key, they was used as a key, and if the word is present in the string, then index of that string was returned returned from the doc list. So 0th string contain casino, first string contain casino, so 01 was used as a value. For keyword day, 0th string does not contain day, first string contains day, therefore 1 was written. Casino will does not contain day. So what we are doing for executing multiple word search function, we are using word search function. When you call word search function for document list with a single keyword, it returns the indices. So what we will do, for every keyword we will call word search function and get the indices. After getting the indices, we will append it to a dictionary element. So for this purpose, we are creating an empty dictionary keyword to indices, which is an empty dictionary. For every keyword in the list keyword, we are appending an element to keyword to index dictionary. We are using the syntax keyword to indices dictionary in opening and closing bracket keyword is equal to word search, and we are calling word search function, passing the document list and the given keyword. So this will create a key, this will create an index. For the next execution, this will create a key, this will create indices. It will run till the number of keywords in the keyword list. After that, we will return the resultant dictionary. Click on the cell to check whether the solution provided by us is correct or not. It is displaying correct. The solution provided by us is correct. That's it for this video. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Do hit that subscribe button for more such technical content. See you in the next video.